Well, hello and welcome. Welcome to the very first inaugural Mindset Mondays with Startup Incubator Company Venture Studio, otherwise known as SICK Venture Studio. We're going to get started in just a moment. My name is Rachel O'Mara, and I am a venture partner here, and I'm also an executive leadership coach where I help founders, LPs, executives who are ready to rise to their next level of leadership so that they can do what they came here to do: close the deals, get funding, launch their products, and ultimately succeed. And part of that really requires having a sound mindset that can get you there. Whether you feel great, whether you feel a little stressed, whether you're not really sure, it's all good. Know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And these sessions are the first 3 Mondays of the month. So this is our very first one. And we will have these for the first 3 Mondays every month through Q1. Since this is the first one, what I wanted to share is that we are excited to bring this to the venture capital community, where we really and truly believe that when you can harness your own mastery of emotional intelligence, of your own EQ, if you will, and that means your awareness, the ability to understand what's going on inside of you so that you can relate to others and the environment outside of you in really good response ways that move things forward, like the relationships and business transactions and rapport and trust and all of the things that are so important. That cannot happen unless you have the ability to understand where you're at and respond accordingly. Otherwise, as we've all known and probably have experienced, those pitfalls that can get the best of us, whether it's knee-jerk reactions or avoiding altogether if you feel challenged, or even things like reactivity and not saying what you wish you would have said or done what you would have done. That is all part of why we're here today. And let's get started. Since it's our first one, today I wanted to introduce the concept of integrative breathwork. What is integrative breathwork? Well, what's exciting about integrative breathwork is that it is a modality for you to actually heal traumatic events. It's trauma informed. It doesn't mean you have to be experiencing any trauma right now. What it means is that you're allowing your body to heal in ways that allow your mind and your body to work together in ways that move things forward for you. So all that aside, integrative breathwork has the actual breath lasting less than 8 minutes. But because we're going to explain this first, I will share how it all goes down, and then we'll do it towards the end. All right. So if you're up for that, awesome. I'll also be playing music and sharing the breath pattern and a mantra that we will be working on today. That said, these Mindset Mondays might vary. So maybe we don't do breath work every time. There might be a tip, or there might be a meditation, or there might be even things like Q&A, ask me anything sessions. The idea is that we are going to respond to what we think the community needs, so you can let us know. Drop us a comment if you feel this is helpful, or if you want more of something or less of something. We really do listen, and I'm excited to partner with all of you to see where this goes. All right. So knowing this is a breathwork integrative session, I would like you to get comfortable just sitting down wherever you are, in your chair, feet uncrossed, just literally settling into your space. That's the biggest thing, is just to settle into your space. And today, our mantra is going to be very straightforward and simple. I am here. I am here. So you will be guided. I won't have, you won't have to remember anything. I'm just going to help you through this process. And remember, it's only about 8 minutes with a little intro into it and a little exit out of it. In addition to the mantra, I am here, there's a couple things that you can be aware of. One is I will be playing music to go along with our breath pattern. And your breath pattern for today, if you want to follow this along, we're just going to start out with normal breathing. You know, whatever that works in for you, whatever pace feels good. And then I will move into what's called a two-part breath, a haloactive breath, which simply means inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth as if you could hear the person next to you if they were breathing like this. So just practice that a few times. That's called the haloactive breath. And the idea is you're just circling the inhale and the exhale. And think of me as your guide, but that doesn't mean you have to follow me. If your body is telling you to speed up or to slow down or to open your eyes or to move, perfect. That's what exactly you can do. The other thing to know about breath work is it is energy. It is energy that is moving through the body. And energy, it's not just breath, like it's not just air in and out, because it's intentional, it actually is your energy. So we are allowing you to either feel invigorated or refreshed, and that's what the purpose of integrative sessions are. Or it might be something like aligning and allowing your rest and digest mode to come back online, your parasympathetic nervous system to come back online. So all of that can work really, really well. And the whole idea is that you get to decide how it works for you. I'm simply here to guide you, but know that even though I've got you, you've got you. All right. So the haloactive is the first part of our breath. Inhaling through our nose, exhaling through our mouth. A little audible sigh there if you have it. And then I will cue you to potentially move into a breath called the blow breath. The blow breath is a shorter, more pursed type of breath, and it's really meant to invigorate us. And that's the idea, is that we're going to get, I am here, and we're going to feel really present through it. If you are a yogi and you are familiar with the breath of fire, it is very, very similar. So here's how the blow breath works. It's simply going to be inhaling and exhaling through your, inhaling through your nose, and then exhaling through your mouth like you're blowing. So it looks and sounds like this. Actually, sorry, it's inhaling, exhaling through your nose. That's what we're doing today. And if you feel like that's really weird or you want to try something different, no problem. You don't have to do it. You just do what you want to do. That's the whole idea with this trauma-informed breath work, is that you get to control and call the shots, even though I'm here to guide, right? So when you do the, actually, I misnamed this. This is actually the bliss breath when we have our nose breathing in and out. We're going to use the exhale and force it through our tummy. So it looks like this. So practice that a few times. And you can just let go of that. We'll probably return to the haloactive breath. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. And then I might ask for a top hold, which is simply inhaling and holding that breath at the top of your breath like this. So you hold that at the top of your lungs. And then if you exhale as you want to, a bottom hold is holding at the bottom. So you've exhaled and you're holding that, as I am right now, in your exhale. Okay, and then natural breathing is in between all of that, or after that, I should say. All right, so who's ready for I am here to be a little more here, to be a little more present? And I'll remember, this is in service to your leadership. No matter what's been going on in your day, this is a time for you to reset and know that whatever you do experience with breathwork, whether this is your very first session or your experience with it, know that whatever you receive and experience is exactly what you needed today. And you may experience some sensations, some physical sensations. You might feel like you want to clench your fists or move your jaw. If I was there in the room with you, I might actually put hands on your shoulders or just something to help you ground if that was important. So just know that whatever you feel like moving is fine, and that's encouraged, because remember, energy moves through the body in breath, movement, and sound, right? So those are the ways we're moving through the breath here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and cue the music here. And again, this is an integrative session, which means we're only doing 8 minutes of actual breath work. And I think of it like we are breathing our way to having a great week, to setting ourselves up for success, to really settle into adjusting and aligning our nervous system so that we feel prepared, so that we feel really good and that we're ready for what's next. Yeah? All right. All right. So go ahead and continue to settle into your space here. I'm going to go ahead and cue the music. Hopefully you can hear this. All right. So uncross your legs, uncross your arms if that feels good for you. Just allowing yourself normal breath here to land in this space that you're in. Landing in this space, knowing that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. All is well. Knowing I am here. If it feels good for you, you can close your eyes. Normal breathing here, relaxing, settling into the space, feeling your feet on the ground. And just find your center. Wherever that is, finding your center. Might help if you want to place a hand where that center is that you feel to connect with your body. All good. If not, that's okay too. Remember, this is an experience that you drive. This is about what works for you. Maybe finding your energy right now. You're made up of atomic mass, cells, 50 trillion cells that are right now settling into a rhythm for your day. See if you can notice the stream of energy in your body. Maybe going through the top of your head, down through that center, out through your legs, into the floorboards. Yeah. Knowing I'm here. Normal breathing. And know that no matter what, you are in charge of this session for yourself. You have complete sovereignty, complete control. You are able to speed up your breath or slow it down, however you feel. All good. Just simply guide yourself as I guide you, and it'll be all good. Remember, there are no surprises here. You might experience these sensations, might be physical, like hot or cold. You might feel sensations in your heart or area. No, it's all good. It's just simply your body responding. You might feel other types of energy shifts, like emotional, big relief or reset. All good. It's just products of work. Know that you are so safe, so healthy. Bringing your full self. Relaxing yourself here as you start the breath pattern here. It's that halo active. So we're starting for less than 8 minutes. Keep your eyes closed if that feels good for you, but you're inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Remembering this cycle of breath. As you're experiencing it today as a replay, know that it is exactly what is needed for you now, even though it's not real time. All good. We're still receiving this for you, all the ways. And just notice if you are thinking things like, am I doing this right? Or what is that? And how am I getting my breath? That's okay. Notice the mind and the thoughts that come and go. Remember to relax and bring that focus back to the breath. What gets to be here today? Just notice if you're experiencing any resistance, experiencing any questions, or doubt, or thoughts. Just remember that's all okay. Bring that focus back to the breath. And bring this curiosity, allowing yourself to know what is here today. What is this resistance here today? I welcome you, greeting that space with curiosity and intent to understand. Beautiful. Continuing this natural halo-active breath at your own pace, where you can follow along with me. Noticing if you're moving your neck, your jaw. You can bring your hands up to your jaw. We hold so much tension here. You can squeeze your face together. Continuing that cycle of breath. Imagine every inhale. You say, I am. And then here on the exhale. What is here? Just notice what is here. You're taking inventory. This is all data. No right or wrong. There's no good or bad. Simply existing. Bringing your focus to your breath. Start to experience any lightheadedness, any sensations. That's okay. Simply allow yourself to breathe normal for a few moments. It's all good. It's simply that energy moving through you. I am here. You can stand for your presence. You can stand today and what gets to be for you. What do you desire to be? Exhaling now, we're going to move into the flow breath. Sorry, the bliss breath. When you feel ready, the bliss breath is that shorter breath. Only if you feel ready. That's it. Just inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Shorter, forced breath, exhaling out. Allowing your breath to guide you. Letting your body do the work. And just noticing the effort needed to exhale. And sending out anything that is no longer needed today for your presence. About 10 more seconds here. And exhaling, letting that breath out and releasing that breath. Going back to your halo active breath here, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Good. And I am here. We'll do one more round of that breath here, coming now. Noticing what gets to be here and what do I call in today for this time. My presence. Meeting that voice with understanding. And maybe even acknowledgement. Yes, I see you. And we'll move into one more round of the bliss breath, the same thing that we did before, just inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Whatever pace feels good for you, and only if this feels good. If this does not feel good, then do not proceed. You can simply follow the halo active breath. Remember, your body is the guide. I'm simply here to lead you if you feel fit for that. It doesn't matter what you do as long as your body feels good. Listen to your body. Know that your body knows best. Here and available as you proceed. We're moving into that bliss breath again, if that feels good on this one. About 30 seconds here. Letting it all exit and leave from here. A few more, that's it. Knowing I am here. Taking that stand with every breath. Feeling your aliveness coming through. Exhaling that breath now. Releasing this breath. And on the next inhale, holding that breath at the top. Holding that breath if it feels good, and only if it feels good right here. Holding that breath. Letting your body do the work, letting your body guide you to exhale when it feels ready. Only when it feels ready. So you may exhale when that feels good for you. No, it's all in service to your doing and your being today. As you reset and align with how you can be present for yourself and others now. Awesome. So just now releasing this breath pattern, going totally natural breath now. Keeping those eyes closed if it feels good. Simply inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Gently releasing that breath. Coming back to your normal breath pattern. Whatever feels natural for you. Knowing that you are here now. Letting the body do the work. Feeling your feet on the ground, maybe wiggling your toes. Wiggling your toes. Just noticing if there's any shifts that have occurred in your nervous system today with our time. And bringing your curiosity to that. What feels different? And what are you more aware of? Asking yourself if there's any shifts I've experienced doing this work in breath. Sometimes there are no words for this type of work. It's very somatic. So just allow whatever's coming up for you to be present. feels good for you to take a hand and place it on your physical body, wherever you might need a little. It might be your heart, it might be your belly, it might be your head, eyes, legs. Oh, it's all good. Just trust in that, your knowledge of your awareness. Feeling that connection emotionally, intimate with yourself. Connecting to yourself again in this phase. Giving yourself a little acknowledgement for being here today. Thank you for showing up. Being here to notice what is now here. Being curious. You feel ready to open your eyes back up into space. Feel free to open those eyes. Coming back into the room, feeling different in any way, it's all good. And I invite you to reflect. If you feel compelled, you can comment, you can take a piece of paper, maybe you've got a notebook handy, a journal, just to write for 1 minute. What is your experience? What was this like for you? How has this impacted your time today? Sometimes when we give words to this experience, we allow ourselves to process this in ways that feel really good and integrate this back into our day so that we can take this with us for the rest of our day. It doesn't need to be just this isolated time. You could bring this with you the whole day as you remember what you've experienced. Maybe repeating that mantra, I am here, taking a breath. It can work for whatever works for you. So who is here now? All right, everyone. Thank you so much for your time today and your allowing this to be present. And I invite you to share whatever you've experienced. If it feels good for you, there's no obligation whatsoever. But let us know and let me know what and how this was for you. Did you enjoy this? Did you want more breath work? Is there a particular mantra that you'd like to request? I am all open for requests. And again, on behalf of SICK Venture Studio, Startup Incubator Company, I hope to see you again on a Monday for these live calls, or feel free to watch them in our archive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful that you are here and that you are receiving that invitation to shift into who you could become and be the leader that you were born to be. Thank you so much.